Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we've got a new device from OnePlus. I'm pretty sure you're aware of it. It is, of course, the 6T, and I finally have it in front of me here. So, of course, I'll be unboxing it and taking a closer look. As you know, I've been a fan of OnePlus devices in the past. I used the OnePlus 6 extensively as a daily driver. I may very well do the same with this one, the 6T. I am still currently on the Pixel 3, but this device here, it's kind of targeting the Pixel 3. It's attacking the Pixel 3. Have they done enough here to differentiate from the OnePlus 6? Because after all, this is a T model. It's not an all new. It's not a completely new thing. It's still got a Snapdragon 845 and so on and so on and so forth. We have a microfiber cloth, OnePlus Red. So proud. These are the Type-C Bullets earphones, okay? So probably indicate to you that there's been a change with the whole headphone setup on this device. Bit of a controversial topic. The elimination of the headphone jack. We've been talking about it. How much does it matter? I don't know. That depends on you. If you use mini jack headphones, you're now stuck with Samsung, LG, and who knows for how long. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. I say, hey, another one bites the dust. And we've also got first-party cases. I like this stuff. I like that OnePlus does it. Some of the nicest first-party case accessories in the business. What does it say here, Jack? Collection of individuals possessed of a tremendous understanding and superior taste of the finest technology. What's most important is that they're a part of what we do, and that includes you. Look at that noun, the definition of you. 128 gigabytes, as you can see, Qualcomm Snapdragon. This is what you're here for? Yes, would you look at that? It's letting you know right away how you're going to unlock it. Your fingerprint will go here. Of course, this device will also feature similar face unlock capabilities to the previous version. And if you were familiar with that, or if you caught my video on that particular feature, then you know it's really fast. You'll see a little S curve, S pattern in the reflection as well. It's intentionally there, and it's to give it a little extra shimmer. Dual camera setup at the top, the flash is below there, and you can see the absence of a fingerprint scanner. It is cool to have it hidden and secret and under the display, but keep in mind, OnePlus had one of the fastest rear fingerprint scanners in the game on the previous version. Type-C connector on the bottom, incredibly fast charging, the fastest in the game, generally speaking, at least with the previous model. I expect the same. They've now moved up to a 3700 milliamp hour battery, so there's a nice little improvement there. Apparently as well, the chin is a slight bit smaller. It actually looks pretty slim. This is the case that would be included in the retail package. You get like this smoked look here. It's actually not bad. Warning, I'm a flagship killer. All right. 5 years old and 1 million stories told. Here's that charger that I talked about. I assume it's going to be quite quick. The classic OnePlus Red Type-C cable. Oh, and I almost forgot. The adapter. Type-C to mini jack. The headphone jack is gone on this device. Some of you will be angry and upset about it, and you'll say you told OnePlus they shouldn't do that, that you really appreciate the headphone port and so on and so forth. And to be honest with you, I feel like they probably could have fit it in here. I think it's more just a general trend now at this point in the whole marketplace. And so I'm sure OnePlus, they probably sat around a table and they're like, look, no one else has it. Do we need it? Can we cut it? Can we get the price down a little further if we can skip that part of the manufacturing process? I don't know exactly what the justification was. And these things are annoying. You always forget them. I'm going to be completely honest. And maybe we have a little discussion here about whether or not the headphone jack is fully dead now. I mean, you tell me, I tell you, you tell me. Let's look at the phone. Would you look at that? So first up, we'll test this guy here. You can see how that works. It reads it rather quickly. There's an animation that goes along with it. I think the attempt there is to make it seem faster than it might be, but it's still pretty quick. It might be a few milliseconds slower than the rear scanner. Now, face unlock has been quick. It's strictly optical. It's just image-based, so it's not the most secure in the world. The speed almost makes up for it, where you're like, that convenience is so intense. It's as quick as you press the button, basically. In some cases, like it doesn't even show anything. It just goes straight, boom. Boom. And now, of course, if I look away from it, nothing. And then I look at it, bang! I like having the two features in tandem. Versatility is good here from an authentication perspective. This is one of the few face unlocks that I continued to use with the device after the demonstration because it's just so fast. Now, another thing in and around the device, this is crazy snappy. Like, animations are toggled back. I turn them off completely now, and this is just like, it's instantaneous. There's a lot of, like, the phone just feels quick. This device is outperforming some of its competition. For example, the phone that's in my pocket, the Pixel 3, it's a 4 gigabyte device. This one is 8. Can have a little bit more confidence with that extra RAM that happens to be in here. And then never mind the notch, because this to me has to be one of the most pleasant notches. It's a weird thing to say. I've been so against it, and to be honest, I'm still not the hugest fan. But if you're gonna have one, there's something a bit more elegant about this implementation right here. Now, all it has to house is the front-facing camera after all. So you can show the notch area or hide the notch area. It's completely up to you. And the overall aesthetic just, to me, makes a bit more sense. There it is. Think about the package. You have AMOLED, FHD+, Snapdragon 845, 8 gigs of RAM, a relatively pleasant notch, all things considered. You have a near stock Android experience, a very fast face unlock in conjunction with an in-display fingerprint scanner. Unfortunately, no wireless charging, even though you have a glass back. I'm not sure the reason for that. I assume it has something to do with them being enamored with the quick charging. 15 minutes, all the battery life in the world. Bigger battery from the previous version. No one's gonna complain about that. So 3,700 milliamp hours. It's around $500, starting at $550. There aren't that many options that sort of complete the package in the way that OnePlus can. Is it worth spending the extra cash to step up to something like the Pixel 3, Pixel 3 XL? This guy here starts at $550. The 3 XL, which has a similar display size, that thing's $900 to start. And then things get a bit squirrely in figuring out if you're gonna get that value back. We gotta think about the camera, talk about the camera. It seems to be so important for so many users out there. I think it would be hard to imagine that this is really gonna challenge the Pixel for camera status champion. But even if we concede camera champion to the Pixel device, is it enough of a factor for you to reach into your pocket and spend almost twice as much? A compelling package, tough to ignore. You gotta be paying attention to this device. I have a feeling you guys are gonna choose this for me to switch to next. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to switch to this or some other device. I'm excited to get to know it just a little bit more. Is it your next smartphone? Is it my next smartphone? Am I switching to this, guys? Let me know in the comments.